Hey, what is going on, guys? It's your man Chance here, your coach of the Camden Ursarings. We are here for week 10 of the PGBL season 2. Our opponent ended up being Johnny GB, coach of the nice and powerful Oregon Duckletts. This week, you know, we're finally back on track. So we're here, we're back on the rails. So this is week 10. We ended up bringing our Mega Guard, our Rabombi for the nice and powerful support, our Tentacruel, our nice and powerful Nidoqueen Stank, putting the team on her back, and our Ursaring and Miltank. Maybe we could drop one of those two, but let's get into the battle. He ended up bringing his Lando T, his Metagross, his Umbreon, his Arcanine, his Crobat, and his Mega Gallade. So we have the battle of the same Mega Evo line, which is pretty dope. Also, let me address that super tiny Metagross GIF that I have on the layout right now. Imagine a tiny Metagross just walking around in your house. That little motherfucker would be horrible. Just breaking all your shit, stomping on your toes. I mean, he could be small, but imagine that. Like little tiny metal ants that's not Durant. Anyway, let's get into the battle. I'm over here talking about my delusions of grandeur. Let's get into the goddamn battle. Now, unlike the other battles that have gone up this week, I actually remember this one more because this one happened, today's Friday, this one happened on Tuesday. So I remember a little bit more. We ended up leading off with our girl Ragyo to go ahead and mega up, and depending on what he was going to lead with, I was going to try to get the trick room up so we can get Ursaring out here. See if we could get the boy ready to roll, but with our nice and powerful Trace, since we haven't megaed yet, we do get the Intimidate Trace, and we get to flip the script on him. So whatever he wants to go for, is it going to hit as hard as it would have in the beginning, which is pretty fucking dope. So we go ahead and we Mega Evolve, and we're going to go for Hyper Voice just to see if we can get some damage on him or whatever he wants to switch out to. So he ends up hitting that U-turn, which did more than I wanted it to, but at least it didn't knock me below 50. So we go ahead and we hit this nice and powerful Hyper Voice on this Metagross. Now, I was in a call with my buddy who has no Pokemon background at all, and I was like, my nigga, look up Metagross's base speed because I need to know. So he tells me, I'm like, dope, I'm about to hit this Shadow Ball. So we hit this Shadow Ball. That boy is out of here. So at least we didn't get 6-0'd. That is always the threat. Wipe that right off the brow. And he goes out into his Mega Gallade. Here I make a very early mistake. I underestimated how fast Gallade actually is. I believe it's base 110 or base 115. And he hits this this poison jab. I was hoping it wouldn't kill me because it's not stab, but the attack of Mega Gallade is pretty goddamn high, so that does end up taking our girl right the heck up on out of the field. So we go into Tattle because I know Tattle is fast as a motherfucker, so that should scare him on out. A Moonblast should threaten it a little bit, even though the special defense is pretty high. Now here we're just gonna go for the Moonblast, obvious trick, not trick, but obvious move that we're gonna hit there, and we do get the critical hit, which is very ironic the way you look at it, but you see that later on in the match. We end up going out to our girl Yuno, or fat ass cow, to take the cross poisoning because Yuno's bulky as a motherfucker. So we end up getting most of what we lost back through our leftovers. And here we're just gonna go ahead and set up our rocks, I believe. Am I right? Am I rolling the dice right? Am I getting it? Am I rolling the dice right? Am I getting the rocks up? Am I doing it? Did I do it? God damn it. Hurry the hell up. Let me know if I did it. Alright guys, I'm still on point here. So we go out with the leftovers here at this point with the rock sub, which is really nice for the Arcanine, and it's going to be nice for switch-ins for this Landorus. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to try to preserve our girl here. We're going to go out into Viscera, see if we can hit either a Ice Beam or maybe a Hydro Pump. See what we can do on this boy. I don't remember if we brought Hydro Pump or Scald. We might have brought Scald. I don't remember, but I know we do have Ice Beam. But he does go back out into his Mega Gallade. So we do end up, I believe we end up hitting, I want to say it might have been Scald, but we don't end up living this Zen Headbutt. which is obvious. I mean, it's a stabs and headbutt. We weren't super invested in any type of defenses, so I wasn't really banking on my boy Viscera to live another day. But we do go right back out into Tattle, another easy way to scare that boy right up on out of here because we do outspeed. And he goes out into the Arcanine, which we do end up hitting a nice and powerful Moonblast on him, which is very, very nice. And here is the irony of that first critical hit. We get another critical hit right there. Tattle, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Out here getting all these crits and shit. But it does give us a chance to go ahead and set up these sticky webs. He didn't go for the extreme speed, which probably would have done a good number on us, but I don't think we would have died. But he does set up the morning sun to soak up the sun's rays, and I just go for the nice and powerful hidden power. To be honest with you, this is an old Rabombi, so I don't remember what the hidden power was. I just saw that it was, you know, just neutral. It was just neutral to the Arcanine. I'm like, hey, I'll take that damage plus any recoil, so I'm down with it. I believe we did carry on our, you know, we do carry the nice and powerful body slam, but I think we had rock slide as well. Either rock slide or I might be tripping. But we end up taking this bad boy out with a body slam, dropping that fat cow thickness right on that doggy's face. They say dogs like beef. My dog likes chicken, to be completely honest with you. But he goes right back out into the Landorus, hitting that Intimidate all over our fat cow's face. I don't think cows get intimidated unless you push him over. But he does go for the superpower, which should be more than enough to take the cow right on out of the game. But it doesn't, because we bulky as fuck. So we end up going for the body slam, just in hopes of a Parahax. But it still does a little bit more than I thought it would after an Intimidate. So I kind of wish we wouldn't have been intimidated and kind of done a little bit more. But he does go for the superpower again, lowering his attack and defense even more. So from here, I'm like, yo, bet, let's do it. Let's bring him on in. So I believe from here we bring in our girl, our boy, Acacia. Oh, it's a girl. I was right. We bring in our girl, Acacia, just to be able to take any superpowers that he tries to dish out here, and basically just get our burn off for free, hopefully. Which we end up doing because he switches out into the Umbreon, which takes the speed drop from the nice and powerful sticky webs. So we go ahead and we drop the rock slide because I definitely know we did bring the rock slide on our boy, on our girl Ursaring this time around. So we get our burn off for free here. I wish we would have had the burn off already because that probably would have done a little bit more. But we do hit this facade. We start dancing and getting gleeful out here, and it does take out the Umbreon. The Umbreon's out of here. Umbreons can be really annoying, and I'm really glad that we got it out of the game early. But this is where things really start to take a dip for us. The Lander is here. Now he has intimidated us. We're guts and we're max attack, but the Intimidate really does put a damper on our parade. So we go out to Stank because we know he's going to try to go for the super power, and Stank should be able to eat that up. Eat it right on up. Delicious. She eats it all day, every day for breakfast. Here we are Life Orb. Shout out, I forget your name, but I will go ahead and throw your comment on screen for suggesting Sheer Force Life Orb, because that shit's dope. We didn't get to do too much with it this time around, but I guess I'll try to give it a shot in the future, or just in general in life. It's a great life application. If you guys didn't know, from the comment you guys have seen on screen by now, with Life Orb, Sheer Force Life Orb, Stank does not take Life Orb damage. What do you know? I would have never known. But it does not, as you saw earlier. We hit that Ice Punch and we did not take any recoil damage off of the Life Orb. So from here, even with the sticky webs up, this fucking Gallade is off the charts. Speedy, racing cheetahs out here, running past my goddamn car window, asking me if I got a cigarette and shit. I don't smoke, dog. I don't smoke. Anyway, he goes and he hits that Drain Punch on our girl Acacia. She falls out. She's done with it. She said, motherfucker, why you do me like this? And that is the end of the game. Our boy Johnny GB ended up taking the W, the 3-0W. So that ends up making us 5-5. Hopefully going into week 11, we can squeak up the W there. But we'll have to see what we can do. Shout outs to Johnny GB. That was a really fun battle. I had a good time. Good game there, my boy. But with that, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see. I know I said this battle was going to be live, but I had some complications. Like I said, I was on a call. It was really late. I was tired. There's some other excuses that I can pull out of my ass, but we'll see if we can do the next battle live. I'm not going to make any promises because I know if I do, more than likely I'm going to break them. But with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Today as well, we're going to have another. We're going to have a Chance on a Mission. Chance on a Mission is coming back. If you're not familiar with that series, go ahead and check out the playlist. It should also now have the new video in it as well, depending on when you're watching this episode, because both of these videos are going to go up on the same day. So go ahead and check that out if you're unfamiliar with that. I believe there's only 2. I've only shot 2 of them. What am I doing? Things are resetting. But I believe I only shot 2 of them. So this will be the 3rd one. It should be a lot of fun if you're into other games that aren't Pokemon. But even if you are only into Pokemon, it should still be a fun time if you're into my commentary and that style of content. But with that, guys, enough of me shouting out my own content. I'm gonna get the heck up on out of here. So I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.